I'm Denise Jittan-Johnson, clinical psychologist from Douglas & Associates. Today we're going to be talking about some overwhelming feelings that our kids might be experiencing and giving you some tips on how to help them manage. So this is a difficult time for all of us, our kids even more so. They're having a lot of difficulty in terms of processing what they're seeing and what's going on around them. Us as adults, we're able to get some more information, contextualize what we're seeing, and that helps us calm down a little bit. But younger kids, they really can't. And our older kids, they are finding some misinformation out there. So in these difficult times, it's important for us to be able to talk to our kids about how they're feeling, understand what these feelings might be looking like behaviorally, so that we'd be able to help them manage a little bit better. Some of the overwhelming feelings that our kids might be experiencing would be firstly anger. Anger in kids looks very different from anger in adults. The anger might show up like breaking toys or picking on their siblings or answering back unnecessarily when they didn't used to do that before. The second common feeling is tiredness. Kids who usually have endless energy, endless ability to be going and going, bouncing off of the walls, are now more sluggish or more reluctant to go outside to play, more reluctant to do activities that they once enjoyed. That is a sign that they may be feeling a little bit more overwhelmed and having some challenges with coping. Another common sign that kids might be getting overwhelmed is boredom. Children usually have expansive imaginations and can find fun in just about anything. But when you hear them starting to complain that nothing is fun, everything sucks, nothing is exciting, that might be a sign that they're starting to get overwhelmed. Another common sign that our kids are overwhelmed is resisting the new normal. Children who were once compliant to requests that parents would make and responsive when rules are set in place, who are now being more antagonistic and rebellious, that might be a sign that they're having difficulty with coping. This resisting the new normal can look like reluctance and hesitance to wear masks or not wanting to sit down to engage in their online learning. So those are common signs that children might need a little bit more attention and need help in processing some of their overwhelming feelings. Another sign that our kids might be overwhelmed is numbing out. Numbing out is really just trying to ignore those overwhelming feelings. Our children might be doing this by staying on the device or tablets for excessive periods, looking at YouTube videos or looking at television and not wanting to really talk about or put up with any of the uncomfortable feelings that they have. So now that we have an understanding of how these feelings might come across behaviorally, here are some tips on how to manage them. The first and probably most important point is giving your children words to be able to communicate how they are feeling. Oftentimes, younger kids don't yet have the words to be able to express how they are feeling. Giving them words to be able to describe what is going on is going to be key. When you're seeing some of these problematic behaviors, ask them, are you feeling sad? Are you feeling angry? And give them the space to be able to say what it is. So in addition to giving them the words, ask them what it is that made them feel this way. Why are you feeling sad? Why are you feeling angry? And then listen. Listening is probably the second most important thing that you can do. So when it is your child has the words to say what it is that they're feeling, you listen. That is going to help them to be able to process through and more quickly get over this overwhelming feeling. It's going to give them an outlet to be able to communicate what is going on for them and hopefully find a solution to the problem. Often as parents, we miss that point. We don't listen. We tend to give them solutions or give them reasons why they shouldn't be feeling the way that they're feeling. Listening is key in helping our kids to process overwhelming feelings. So another way that we can help our children cope with overwhelming feelings is giving them space and time for movement. In a very real way, our kids have lost that extracurricular activity and space, and they don't have the time to be able to go out and play football or cricket or all of the other activities that they're used to. So giving them alternatives for movement would be key. Going outside with them and kicking a ball or tossing a ball around, running races with them in the yard. If it is that you don't have outside space, finding time and space for movement inside, putting on a workout video and doing it together as a family, or finding space inside to be able to do some jumping jacks or something active that is very important to help kids with processing through. Children process through overwhelming emotions and any type of emotion through movement and through play. So if they can find space to do that, that would be extremely beneficial. Another key way in helping our kids is to be able to help ourselves. Our own self-care is equally important in helping our children manage feelings of being overwhelmed. Children learn through what they see. If they see you taking care of yourself when you're feeling overwhelmed, when you're feeling angry, when you're feeling upset, they would be able to learn that these feelings are okay, and these feelings are something that can be managed. Another thing is when you manage your own feelings and your own self, you would be able to be in a better space to be able to help your children. So once you are okay, once you are calm, you are in a better position to be able to help your children manage themselves. So in summary, it's important for us to understand that kids' feelings show up differently than adults. Oftentimes, it's through these problematic behaviors that we would have spoken about. I hope that the points raised would be able to help you better manage what's going on and help your children to make sense of all of the chaos that's happening around us, and in turn helping our kids to be able to help themselves.